Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Monster, and I am here with.
The true Neoteric, aka Neo. Keep it simple.
Alright, and we are going to be going through the Dead by Daylight, Haunted by Daylight 2024 live stream. Both of us have not looked at this, so this is going to be a complete blind react to
Mm-hmm.
see what is going on in DVD. On that note, though, if this live stream has moments where it's just fog whispers doing gameplay shit, we've both agreed that we're just going to skip it because that not gonna. There's nothing to talk about there. But for anything else that happens in the live stream, we're going to be going through and providing our thoughts and feedback on it. I have the stream starting at about 9 seconds, just because I could have got it to 1 second, but I'm lazy. And I'm streaming this in disc with Neo. So
Yep. And just one caveat, real quick. Yes, we know we are behind on this. Don't add us in the comments.
that too. Uh,
Life happens, man.
Life
Life
fucking
happens.
happens. So I'm gonna full screen this, and
Do that.
just gonna get into it. If you okay with there, Neo?
Yeah, man. Hit play.
Cool.
Let's see what we got.
All right. I guess first off, the event coming back. Were you high up on it last time?
Honestly, I actually had a couple of good videos that came out of the last Haunted by Daylight, and I thought the whole Netherrealm thing was kind of a cool touch, but there are certain aspects about it I didn't like, which were I felt like your hands were tied in there, like you couldn't use your power as killer, and survivors were permanently exhausted or something in there, I think, right?
Yeah, they
It
were
was
perma exhausted, and Killer didn't have power.
yeah, so I get the idea behind it, but I still kind of felt like I had my hands tied whenever I was in there trying to do like release the haunts or do one of the little side quests that they had.
Yeah, somebody who has Night as a secondary, that was just like, why am I here? Why am I here? Or when I tried to play like Hag during the event, that also felt fucking awful.
Oh,
Chase
I
Hag is already
bet.
bad. I remember getting my ankles broken a couple of times with people either faking going into the portal or actually just like straight up going away into the portal mid chase. So like, especially on maps, I'm trying to remember what the map was. It every map or was it few select maps? Because I remember that my luck just kept having me on the fucking farms and I want to say Red Forest.
I want to say it was a full map pool.
Cool.
Um, I mean, don't quote me on that, but I remember playing. I know one of my videos was on an Azerov's map.
Yeah.
So Azerov's and all its variations were in the pool. So, and I want to say I've played on Leary's as well.
Fair. All right. Yeah. Then I guess I don't know. I didn't test. I liked it better than the Halloween events previously because they finally did something that was like, man, this is a horror game. We should probably do a
Yeah.
little bit better than. And before it was fucking. One time the fucking kick the pumpkins bullshit with the trick or treat. That was just like,
Oh
alright, yeah,
yeah.
cool, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's about time that they added a new mechanic, and they've been doing more of that within DBD, so that's cool. But yeah, I guess we'll see how much they change this, like they have changed the winter event. So at least I assume there's changes. But I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
expanding that part and hit play. Sorry, you were gonna say
Yeah.
something?
No, I was just say yeah. We're gonna find out. Like, I don't know really anything about this. I meant to watch it and then I forgot.
Yeah. I completely didn't know it happened until you told me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, lay it on me, my guy.
And we are so excited to have you with us. If you're here on Twitch or YouTube or watching on
YouTube a
Devstream, give us a
daily.
hello there too as well. We have a good show for you today. And now I'd like to hand it off to the always rizzed up dork.
Wrist
Thank you
up
for
dork
or something.
is
She even called him out on it too. She's like, "You called me rizzed out."
wrist up was used so wrong. I don't.
my first appearance on the Dead by Daylight live streams, so I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you for all of your support.
Damn, it's been a year already?
And your kind words, and I look forward to more streams with you. But back to today's stream, because we've got a ton of amazing
Sorry, I'm still
content.
stuck on Rizzed Up Dork. That's crazy.
And we're also kicking the month off with Halloween and with our Halloween live stream. So let's go ahead and talk about everything October and beyond.
Yep. So today we are going to be covering all sorts of things. Coming to Dead by Daylight, there's our new tome. There's our community contest winners will be revealed.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of the community contest skins. They look good.
The list goes on and on. So let's jump into the run of show and get started.
Yeah. So kicking off today's show, we've got the event this stream is named after, the Haunted by Daylight. This is our third year doing the Haunted by Daylight event, and today we've got Senior Product Manager Justin Banks joining us on the couch to talk about the new gameplay. Yes, I said new gameplay.
All right, cool. We confirm new.
From their latest trip to the Void Realm. After that, we'll check in with our always impressive Design a Cosmetic contest and reveal the winning entries voted on for the first time by you, our community.
After that, we've got
Damn, we didn't vote on that before?
I guess not.
Shit, I could have sworn we voted on this shit before. Tells you how much I pay attention to the community contest skins.
Right.
No offense to them, but
yeah, for real, I just play the game.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Where the skin comes from, I really don't keep up with it. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll pay for it.
I like it. I mean,
exactly.
Brown on the return of 2v8 to Dead by Daylight. Thanks to you all and your great feedback on our first 2v8 iteration, we've made some changes, and we're going to be talking to you about the evolution of 2v8 moving forward. And finally, as always,
I want to hear about that.
Live Q&A segment to talk about all of your Dead by Daylight questions. So make sure to put them in the chat and look for some insight from us and the team.
Yeah, so before we dive into everything, we've got a quick update on the very awesome and very fun DVD board game. So the board game's been out for a while.
I got that.
You did?
I got the collector's edition, yeah.
Have you been enjoying it?
I got it as a collector's item, so it's unopened.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Surely. So first up, we've got the Unbroken expansion.
Meanwhile, I didn't know it actually finally released.
It took me forever to get it.
Deathslinger, Yui, Felix, and more. There's also the Gatekeeper expansion that adds another 5 new killers and survivors, including the Huntress, the Legion, Kate, and David. These 2 expansions are perfect.
So is it like...
the base game. Then we also have
They're like expansion packs to the board game.
Yeah, sorry, I mean, like, is the board game Monopoly style, Clue style? What are we... Do you know how to play how to play the board game?
I don't. Like I said, I didn't open it, so I haven't read the instructions. Maybe I should check out like a YouTube video or something of it being played.
It comes with 4 new survivors: Jonah, Hattie,
yeah.
Victorio, 3 new killers.
Sorry, I'm just not.
And the ninth, and 2 new reps, and it's available now.
I got it for a collector's thing, so I mean.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am with it too. Like if I were to buy it, it would just be just to
display.
Yeah.
Pre-order them right now if you follow this QR code.
Not to
or you can buy the base game and get the
be so negative about Dead by Daylight.
I wanted to tell the guy to get his finger out of my QR code. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. Just not to be complete negative about Dead by Daylight, but I'm not high up on anything that they've done outside of DVD so far.
Something about casting of Frank Stone.
That too. Just everything so far that they've tried. Not high up on it. Hooked on You was funny. Kinda. That gave me views.
I never played it, but I definitely got the skins for Huntress and Spirit, and those are the only skins I'll use on those characters.
So, business is out of the way. I think we can dive into the show. So let's go to you.
Make sure we're not diving in on the shallow side.
Never using wrist up in that fashion ever again. Gosh.
All right, event gameplay and rewards. Let's see. I want to see what they're changed, like what they've added.
Yeah.
This should be cool.
I hope the reward shop is different than The
The last one, or
yeah,
the
I
or
didn't
was it the
really.
Christmas one too?
I don't really like how they the event shop kind of situation so far. The event tome
All right,
also takes
welcome
too
to our
long, but
first
I
segment
don't know
of
what they can
today's
do.
Haunted by Daylight live stream. Because
Oh,
what
they have to
better way
add
to kick
some kind of
off
length
the
to the
Haunted by
tome.
Daylight live stream than to be
Yeah.
joined by the amazing Justin Banks, our senior product manager, to talk all about it. So, welcome back to the couch.
It's great to be back and for the spookiest season of them all.
Yes, for the spookiest time of the year. It's almost Halloween, and
Fun
players
fact:
know
I
what that
told
means in Dead by Daylight. It means that Haunted
one of
by
my I
Daylight
said
is around the
spoopy at a
corner.
family
And
event
this
some
year,
years
the event
ago,
starts
and
October
my
17th. So, what
uh,
can you tell us, Justin, about what
relative,
players can
my
expect this time
great
around?
uncle,
So for any
he was
players who
not
played
he
Haunted by
he could
Daylight
not
last year,
wrap his
they'll
head around
really
what I was
change the
talking about.
concept
He's
of
just like,
the void as a realm outside the
so it's like
trials.
spooky.
And
I'm
it
like,
was a huge
yeah,
focus
just
of the event.
with a P.
So
He's
as
like,
a refresher of
but
what
that doesn't make
the
Spoopy.
sense.
void
And I'm
realm is,
like,
it's
I
essentially
don't know
a
what to tell you.
dimension when the
It's,
void is
it's
filled with
just
trial
say it's
participants
spooky
draining
instead of
them
spooky.
completely.
Like,
He throws away the husks. Their former selves just dumped there.
Oh,
It's
let's see
a
here.
really fun, creepy concept that the team had a really great time creating. And last year gave us the chance to let players finally interact with it, to finally engage with it. But this year's
Mhm.
version is going to really expand on the idea of the Void Realm inside the trials, make it more interesting, more engaging, and be more fun overall. Because we're a game. That's what we're about. So we
All
added
right, so
a
what
arguably.
is
lot of
it?
really cool elements that we know our players are going to enjoy. They'll want to pay a visit there at least once every match, but I
Oh
assume they'll
fuck.
be running through it all the time.
Oh yeah, I bet. Especially because we're making the Void Realm such a more central part of the play.
Is it just me or
That's
they
n-
don't seem that excited about it?
Can you tell us more about how the portals are gonna work?
It's also that nobody wanted it to be a
Oh,
central
it's more of
feature
the
of it.
latter. Portals
Yeah.
were able to be created by players using void energy, which was so the portals would
I don't
spawn
know.
on
They
the
just feel
map,
like they're
and
phoning
after
this
a
this
while
whole
they would
interview
close.
in. You
So you
know.
would use a portal, go inside the void realm. After a while, boot it out. But that's really where we want all the cool stuff to happen. We want you to spend more time in the void realm.
Yeah, but as a killer
This
main, I
year,
didn't want to
there will
be
be
in
one
there.
portal open from the
Right.
start of a match, and it will stay open. Then over the course of the match, players can use the void energy they've collected to spawn more portals, up to a total of 4. So that will let players enter, exit, pop up in all sorts of different locations,
So it's a new
and really
basement.
Right.
ramp up the possibilities over the
It's
course of the
it's
match.
Scooby Doo.
I gotta say, I really did like that the Void
Yeah,
Realm was kind of this. Please leave my
It's
heart
gonna
like
be a
9
freaking
p.m.
Scooby Doo episode with
But
these
now that it's
freaking
gonna be easier
gateways.
to get in and get out
exactly.
of the Void Realm, I'm thinking about what can players expect to see in the gameplay changes in that.
So I don't want to say we didn't do a lot this year because there's a lot of changes. So the biggest request and the biggest upgrade we've had from last year is that killer powers now work in the void.
Oh wow!
So with the void
Okay.
becoming an even more central point and a huge focus of our event this year,
We were talking about that one.
Exactly.
Hold on, is that a gumball machine in the
Exactly.
sword?
Sorry, that's why I got quiet because I was looking at how much I don't like that sword.
I'm saying how much I love it because when I play Plague, I play with the gumball machine.
I hate all of the candy, the weapons. I'm so sorry. I'm a negative Nancy on that one, but I do not like them.
I don't like most of the candy ones, but the gumball machines, man, those are gold.
Fair.
There's no terror radius.
No
So
terror
they could
radius.
pop out
Well,
from
that's what they did
anywhere.
last year.
And while there are no gens in the void, there are hooks, just like last year. So killers
Yeah.
can hook survivors in there, which will teleport them to a hook back outside the void on
Yeah.
the actual map.
Just
So
like
we're not
last
leaving
year.
survivors helpless here, by the way. We are actually adding in things like pallets, lockers, and chests to the void realm. So with killer powers, even
Okay.
survivors get some tools to keep chases and hiding interesting.
I'm really looking forward to that. That's
So
gonna be really
why
exciting. I mean, like you mentioned
would I
before,
want to
it
be
the
in the
goal is
realm?
to make it so that there is more to do in the Void Realm, and I can definitely
They keep
see it
talking,
here.
yeah, they keep
So
talking
what
about
can you
more
tell
to
us about the
do, but
brand
I'm
new
not
Void
hearing
Realm
what
that's
that
coming
to
this year?
do is.
Right,
So
there's
that
no
brings us to the
gens in
point. You're
there.
probably thinking, well,
Survivors
so
are.
dangerous. Why do I want to be there?
Okay, here we
So
go.
the big new attraction is what we're calling the Void Well, where players will be spending all that delicious void energy they've collected to create new items or abilities. So for survivors, their new item we're calling a Void Crystal. For For this, when a survivor throws it on the ground,
It
just
looks
goes
like a
poof.
xenomorph egg with
Then a
crabs.
giant cloud of void-colored smoke will appear to help you disappear. Inside that cloud, scratch marks will no longer generate, and characters will be obscured. So it's a perfect tool to help you lose the killer during a chase.
That's awesome. I'm already looking forward to dropping the void crystal and plot twisting on the ground. But I can't wait to see what the killer's ability is.
So for the
She
people
has
who
no
don't
idea
know
what
the
she
void
just
well,
said.
The killer can actually craft a projectile
Nah, because
ability
that's what
called
everybody's going to do.
Haunt, unleashing the power of those who've been cast away into the void. Now, this is a much more powerful and impactful version of what haunts were last year, and brings them way closer to being something our survivors should truly be afraid of. So when the killer activates their haunt, it will fly directly ahead of them, all ghosty-like, injuring survivors.
Hey, my boy.
And then when it disappears, cause any survivors nearby to scream and reveal their location. Both of these
Artists.
give
Okay.
some players some really fun tools to play with for the entire event, and we're looking to see just how creative everyone can get. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and a video.
So they just shoot in a straight line though, kind of like
Artists.
Vecna or
This is
yeah,
artists. They've made artists.
For every killer. Visual's not final.
Okay, I like the trickster skin.
Oh, that looked cool.
Yes, my ranged killer is going to use the ranged power. Yes. I'm not going to use my knives there.
And that like nice long straight
Yep.
hallway. Not going to use them.
Well, I'm not going to use my knives. I'm going to use my collected void haunt.
The event tome, as it wouldn't be an event without an event tome. And there's a bunch of rewards that you have to tell us about today. So what can players earn?
I guess if I have to. So the art team has really knocked it out of the park with all of these, I have to say. Those outfits look absolutely fantastic. So from what players have seen through the event tome and the rest of the event, they'll be able to earn outfits for Yunjin and the Trickster.
The Yunjin one's
Both
looking
of them
pretty
to look like they
spicy,
came
not gonna
straight from
lie.
a Halloween
Yeah, I like
concert
both of
that
them.
was just to
Yeah,
die
both of them
for,
look
and
good.
I think given where they are, they've
I just don't like
probably-
Trickster. I'm sorry.
Well, I think they did it.
Yeah, nobody does. That's
In
fine.
addition to those, we've also got some really cool 6 new skeleton shirts for survivors. These, as usual, look fantastic. We've also got
I mean,
6
they do
new
look good.
heavy weapons for
Yeah.
killers. These have all become real staples for us whenever we do our
Artist,
events,
night, yeah,
and are really
Jawbreaker,
fun ways
Singularity,
to
Blight.
show off the character personalities.
Eh,
And as a first for Haunted by Daylight, we also
I like the one
great
for the night.
badges
That's
and
about it.
banners for players to earn.
I like
Which is cool. It's a great way
singularities.
to show off just how much time you spent in the void, hopefully without becoming a haunt yourself.
Those are some really awesome badges and banners. They look amazing. And of course, Haunted by Daylight is back with, again, some daily login rewards for this year's event. So log in every day for a gift of either blood points, iridescent shards, or rift fragments. And this year, I hear that we're even giving a one-time gift of 100 event currency for logging in at any time during the event.
Absolutely. So this is something we love
Okay.
to do during our big events that use event
That kind of
currency.
should be a
So no
staple of
matter
events, if
when
you ask me.
Start the event, you jump in, you get
I don't
players,
disagree,
themes,
but
and you can just start celebrating.
remember, it took them what 7 years
And there's
to
also
do an
one more
auto
special
blood web.
thing.
Oh.
Not necessarily
Yeah.
auto blood web, but we can't forget to mention that the day after the event
Yeah.
releases is DBD Day on October 18th.
There's a DVD
Now,
day.
for anyone who doesn't know,
Yeah,
in Japan
apparently.
back in 2022, Dead by Daylight was officially certified as a Memorial Day by the Japan Anniversary Association, which is amazing. So shout out to all
What?
the Japanese fans out of Thank you so much for all of your
Did you
support.
know
This
this?
is super
No?
cool.
They got a Dead by
few
Daylight
things
day
going
in
on to
Japan.
celebrate, but one of them is a series of in-game challenges that'll let you earn a bunch of exclusive cosmetics. You'll be able to access the DBD Day challenge track through level 1 of the Haunted by Daylight event tome. By completing those challenges, players can earn exclusive content for Dwight, Meg, Jake, Claudette, Yui, Adam, the Oni, and the Spirit. It's a lot.
Oh, you already
I
know
remember-
It sounds kind of like the usual suspects, though.
Right, I remember this happening last year with, but I thought it was like something to do with the launch. of
Stick around,
DVD and
as we've got a lot of more on the way.
that region.
Next
I
up, Eric will be joining me on the couch for
okay,
our first ever
fine,
community
fuck it.
corner. So stay tuned.
Community Corner. Haunted by Daylight.
Aren't these pre-recorded on top of that? So like, why are the transitions taking this long? I could have sworn these segments are pre-recorded and just smushed together for these live streams.
It may take them a minute to get it set up and ready to roll.
Oh man, come on now. They need to, out of all the streamers on this game alone, they should know how to work moving transitions first.
Smoke. Too much. Hello, welcome back.
Okay, yeah, let's make fun of the
Very
transition.
excited, first of all, very exciting stuff that you just did. But now very excited for this particular segment because we are both community people. This is what we're calling the Community Corner. It's a new segment on the show. And today, why not christen it, kick it off with the biggest thing we could think of, which is let's reveal the winners of our 2024 Design a Cosmetic Community Contest. We challenge fans around the world. If you're not familiar with
Sounded
it,
like a mouthful.
It did.
designs
It did.
Yeah, he took a deep breath and he did that.
in the game. So you can expect to see this community corner segment come back when we have things like this that are community centric that we want to share with you. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Yeah, so while we've run this contest for a while now, this year has actually been a lot of firsts. For starters, this is the first time voting on our winners has switched from the Dead by Daylight team to you, the community. Voting took place.
Is it bad that I want some of their props?
And we are super excited to be able to share those results with you just here in a second. Secondly,
because they have a
and
full
banners
goddamn
made their
generator.
debut into the contest,
Yeah.
placing charms this
Yeah.
year. And lastly, for the first time,
And a hex
four
totem, or a regular
contest
totem.
categories, Killer
Also,
outfit,
yes.
Survivor outfit, badge, and banner will have 3
I need those in my
winners
life.
for a total of 12 winners overall.
I'm just a lot more critical about giving behavior my money.
I never said anything about buying though.
That's
okay?
fair. It's just like, man, some things that this game does.
3,000
It's just like, man,
contest submissions, and it was
This-
truly heartwarming.
This
to get
game
all
is
the love and
truly a
time and
love-hate
effort while
relationship.
putting
It
together
is.
I
the
think
badge
it's
and the
hard to
banner.
find anyone who
So
would
thank
disagree
you
with
so
that.
much, on
That's
behalf
true.
of the Dead by Daylight team. It was a job well done. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, 3,000. Barely any of them were AI, and I thank you for that as well.
Barely.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was a couple that I remember seeing. It was just like, you just used AI.
Whatever the number is.
And that's clearly against the terms of service of the contest, and it was
Yeah.
Have everyone win.
It was
and we'll
goofy,
see, 'cause there's
but,
so many
yeah.
options.
Many good
Keep that in mind, and remember, y'all voted.
Just I can't
for
imagine
people
them
who voted for these
expecting
winners,
that to
so
actually
let's be cool,
slide.
Let's be normal about this and congratulate our
Yeah.
winners, please.
You would think.
So, we're always blown away by what the community submits, and this year the bar has been raised. I'm glad that we were able to raise the bar by adding more winners. So let's get into it, and let's get into the winning entries for
our killer outfits. And this is going to be
All right.
shown in no particular order. The winners are an outfit for the Singularity called Desktop by It's Your Boy.
It took me way too long to figure out it was desktop until recently. I was like, is it desktop? Death top? Thieves top? Like, it took me way too long to realize. It was like, oh, you idiot, desktop. I love this one.
Yeah.
I love this one.
Liked about this, I would kill to watch a noir, hard-boiled detective movie about the unknown in this state.
Unknown noir
detective doing a little murder of their own.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd do some murdering on their own. And
I like the plastic around the handle. That's a nice touch.
Called Dread, Fear of Reminiscence by Euro.
That's amazing.
Incredible design.
Right.
And with that comes an incredible technical challenge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Don't know how I feel
The
about the
lantern-
scissors, but I love the lantern.
Yeah, I was literally just lantern. It turns on or off at nightfall.
On that note,
Yep.
I want to say that this outfit, while it was viewed the most and received a ton of love from the community, we are super excited to be adapting this into the game.
I'm not a dredge player,
This
but I would
outfit,
get that.
To fit the technical
Oh, yeah.
and narrative requirements, we would need to
I
make
like
a
the
couple
scythe
of
better.
adjustments while keeping the original design idea intact. So we'll be in touch with the
Yeah.
artist to discuss this further. So please check your email.
The only one I like with scissors is unknown.
If you enter a contest, check your
Oh
The
yeah,
hedge trimmers.
what they just said. That was another thing about the art contest. One of the winners just was not checking their email to confirm that they're okay with their thing going in.
Really?
Yep. It was so goofy. So there was like a manhunt on Twitter. I don't know, but there was like, hey, if you're the person that submitted the design, check your fucking email.
Next up, an outfit for
And you
Jake
check
Paul
their
called Jake Lone Wolf
their spam
by
box.
artist Kells. Jake rocking,
Jake-
a
sorry,
mindset in
I heard
the
you, but
90s, no
I have
big deal, you know,
mixed feelings on this.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it.
I love it so much.
Yes.
The hair is kind of cool, but
Flannel. And,
I just
third
think not on Jake
winner,
Park.
You guessed it, of course, Sable Ward called
Yeah.
Gothic Romance by artist
Of course, Sable's already getting the community winners.
and
Community winning skin.
Yes, it's very Sable as well. So
Yeah.
do it for her.
Absolutely.
I have
Very psyched to bring
just
it.
another sable,
So
skimpy,
now let's
simp,
look at our
simp,
badges and
sable
banners, starting
outfit.
out with our badge designs. Once again, shown in
That's
no particular
they know
order.
behavior knows
First
what
up,
they're doing.
Bloodbath by Stormy Simmons.
Oh, I like
Get it
the
black
ducky
back
with the
'cause
blood
it's
on it.
That's
cool.
that's the
Little
point.
ducky who
I
doesn't get
want
a lot
more
of love.
mascot horror and DVD.
Keeping it positive,
But keeping it
BMX.
We need another like.
Next, we've got a
Well,
Little
they
Friend
did
by
confirm FNAF,
Yuki
right?
Yamamoto.
Yes.
Oh.
Literally lives in that skull, I think.
Yes, I love it.
It's
If
a
dangerous,
little
my
poison
friendship.
dart frog.
Exactly.
Yep.
And Into Kitty by Squidsicles.
Look at that. Bloody cat.
Yeah, I love the little addition of the blight on
I'm
it.
about to say it looks like a legacy cat.
Alright, so now we're gonna roll on into
Sure.
our banner winners.
Banner
Called
winners.
Discarded
Banner.
Water by Enigma System. So you see a little top-down
Okay.
view of all of those elements floating in water. Very,
See the
very
Huntress
cool.
mask? I see that.
Next up is
The
Entity
flashlight.
Touched Petals by DBD Addict.
I love it's just such a like a bright.
Oh, that's
positive
really cool looking.
looking
Yeah.
way to experience the entity's realm.
Oh, it's Entity Touched Petals, not Entity Space Touched Petals.
Yeah.
Entity Touched Petals. I'm sorry, DBD Addict. That's my bad. And the
Get it right.
third winning banner, this is my personal favorite. It's Riding Maurice by Quibbler.
Oh.
I love this art style. I would watch a cartoon or read. an
You know
entire
what?
comic
Somebody
book.
bringing Maurice into it.
So good.
Maurice makes me
So,
uncomfortable.
congrats to everyone who said, be cool, be
Oh,
normal about this.
everybody
This
loves
is awesome. We
Maurice.
want to be happy for our friends who submitted and won this contest.
You
It's
probably loved it when
easy
Dredge
work.
came out and
And
Maurice
everyone who
disappeared.
submitted,
I
Yes, so
a little
please,
bit. A little bit.
I'm, uplifting
Everybody's
the
like,
message
no,
to
Maurice is gone. I'm like,
you.
who the fuck is
Those
Maurice?
who are
I
shown
put
here,
the
you
little
can
milk
contact each
carton
of our winners,
with Maurice's
with
picture
their
of it on my
next step. So
hooks.
if you saw your design here today,
I think some of my
please
killers
check
still have it.
your
That's
email.
funny.
If
She
for
said
some
to
reason,
check the
unfortunately, don't hear
email.
back from
Yeah,
me,
because I'm telling you, like, that was so goofy. You had all of DBD Twitter looking for you after you submit a winning thing, and then you see on Twitter who won. And you're still not answering. Like, bro.
Scoop on upcoming 21 tome Dominoes.
Tomatoes. Oh, that is
Oh, is that a Dracula skin?
that's wow.
Something.
Wow. That is uncomfortable.
A little bit.
That is
I'm getting hentai vibes.
yeah. It's like, man, I can see the artwork of that one coming.
I'm like, fuck it, I'll be the one who says it. All right.
They gave him mouths too. It's crazy.
Today we are welcoming our product manager Brandon back to the Dead by Daylight couch to give us a scoop on everything to do with our new and very special tome. So please join me in welcoming Brandon.
Hey everyone, happy to be back.
What's up, Brandon?
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk
Thank
with
you.
us today. So this is the latest tome and it's called Dominos, and it comes out on October 8th.
Dominoes.
Oh.
Just heard me. But I know the team was all out on the rewards for this
It
one,
is
and
possible to say it
really
without
excited
using
to tell us about
falsetto.
it, so
I don't know.
So yeah,
I don't think I agree, unfortunately.
pretty excited
Dominoes.
to work on it for a bunch of reasons. For starters, Dominus.
I
is
need to
an
listen to
extension of our
Brandon
catalog.
here, man. Shut up.
Opportunity to dive deeper into that world than ever before. title Dominus comes from
Come on,
the
Brandon.
Castlevania Dominus collection,
Dominus.
which was recently released. It's a re-release
Indominus
of a
Rex.
handful of the
Yep.
NES Castlevania games. So we pulled a lot of the inspiration from outfits, straight from those games.
All right, so how much more Castlevania content can players expect to see as part of this tome?
They can expect a ton. We've got some unbelievable outfits, which I'll tell you about in a second. But beyond that, from the memory unlocks to all the other rewards in Dominus, everything is either Gothic inspired or Castlevania inspired.
Okay.
We treated this tome as a giant celebration of all things Castlevania, and we really want the players to feel that. So,
I have
that being
such
said,
fond
we've
memories
been
of the first
really
game
lucky
back as a
to
child,
develop a great
way back in the
relationship with
day.
Konami
Yeah.
over the years, and they
I
really
can still
opened
hear
up
the first level
to
theme song
delve
stuck in my
into
head,
their
man. It was so
perspective
epic.
and touch base on some of those amazing elements.
Unfortunately, the only Castlevania game I played was
I think players.
was it
who
called
really
Lord of
follow the
Shadow?
franchise will be really fond of.
Whatever
I don't know.
goofy
I've
one
only,
released on Xbox
We just
360.
had a blast.
yeah,
you
I
know,
literally
all
only played the first one on
this
NES.
tome.
I didn't even know they
Hopefully,
had other
Castlevania
ones
fans
until I was an
and
adult.
DVD fans alike will love it too.
Well, I know they're going to love it because we've got some amazing outfits to look into. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. So what are the
Yes, let's
standouts
do that.
from the Dominus collection that players can earn here?
Yeah, so for starters, we got some really cool legendary outfits.
Sorry.
Soma, has the
But it's
sorry,
so good.
I'm sorry, and
We got
I thought I
True
was the
Form
one that
Dracula,
smoked
and
marijuana here between the two of us.
the best part about True Form Dracula is it's not just a plain old legendary, but it's a visceral legendary, which means it has
Visceral is correct.
unique Mori. Um,
A
Oh.
unique
Very
more.
fancy.
Oh.
yeah,
Oh my god. And he just got thrown like a sack of potatoes.
yeah.
No, hold on. Y'all gotta go back on that. Y'all can't
You
just.
can't tell. The team really went above and beyond.
Y'all can't just throw that in like that quickly and not address that longer form. Excuse me?
In
What
addition to those
the
outfits,
hell did
we
I
also have
just
two
see?
very rare outfits. We have Shinoa's dress for Yui.
I don't know, but it made me uncomfortable.
Jonathan Morris's character, and Death's cloak for the nurse. So
Ooh,
that's some of what
let's
you
see what the nurse is.
have in the Dominus Tome. And while I don't want to spoil just everything,
Yeah, come on, Brandon. A little bit.
I'll give you something. Okay. There's a little Easter egg.
Little treat.
Yeah, and there's a really cool Easter egg that you'll find. It's going to be attached to Soma's legendary outfits, so I won't say anything more than that. But if you figure it out, you may just get a little surprise at the end.
Okay, so you heard Brandon. You've got your homework. So figure it out and then tell me the answer.
I think Dork was going to say, Dominus.
I'm so excited for all of that. And we already talked about so much that's like, because everything has been earnable so far in the Rift.
I don't
and
have
not
that
just the outfits.
stuck in my head.
So can you give us a bit of a preview of some of the other rewards?
Yeah, for sure. So from player
For whatever reason, I hear it as Sephiroth.
Charms,
Yes.
all the
Yes.
from Castlevania's history.
I was watching somebody play,
We don't have enough time to really
well,
go
I
into
won't
detail with
go
all
too
of them,
far on
but
that one right now.
here are some of my
I'll give it a
favorites.
second.
So for example, the badges, you have great stuff like Shinoa's back tattoo. We also have Death's companion that perches on Death's shoulder in the games, and we also have character portraits like Alucard, Soma, and Dracula, of course.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
That Dracula
the
one looks a
banners and
little
charms as
wacky.
well, and
Yeah.
they're just gorgeous.
Like I said, the team really went all out with this.
Like the red eyes, it's like they overdid it or
we got
something.
some
Like they
gorgeous
didn't do the
banners
red in the eyes
that
right.
may be familiar to some fans of the franchise. They feature callbacks.
Okay.
To the Symphony of the Night.
I like these.
We also
Yes.
have a classic Castlevania map layout.
I was about to say, wait, hold on. Is that the map layout? That's sick.
That's the original one. Yeah, on the left side.
At first, I was like, oh, it's just Castle. Then I realized closer, I'm like, no, that's the layout. That's sick.
Yeah, every time you beat a level, it shows you progress through that little map.
Yeah.
And a little fun map that kind of
I fucks with that.
nods to Castlevania and DBD at the same time.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And some super memorable Castlevania bosses that maybe some players have faced over the years.
Have we had a tome that was dedicated to a licensed character before, though?
And as you mentioned, there's even memories tied to the
Was
tome.
Vecna's tome all Vecna related, though?
Yes, they will, and you're gonna have to, play and unlock them yourselves to, really.
I
figure out
honestly
what
don't
they're
know.
all about. But
I can't remember.
It was really
Yeah.
cool to explore some more.
I
legendary
almost never
characters
pay
like
attention to
Dracula,
the tomes in
for Trevor,
Battle
and,
Pass, so
maybe players will get to see
Yeah.
Alucard
that is
pop in
beyond me.
memories too. You'll learn a
If
little
I'm
bit more,
playing, I'll run them,
about
but
each
like
and
I
every
don't
one
get
of them,
on
and you might
specifically
even
for
get to
them.
see some creations.
Honestly, I forget that I
Several
even have
seasoned
like
past Castlevania
leveled
games,
up any of them
creators
until
really
something
created a
forces me to
legacy.
go look.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited to see what players react to all of this. And finally, I know that we're also releasing another collection for players to earn. So this might not be tied directly to Castlevania, but it is really gothic, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, as part of this tome, we've also got a great bunch of outfits that are part of our Gothic Tales collection. As you mentioned, these aren't pulled directly from Castlevania, but they're inspired by Gothic themes to make something original for all their characters. So, without further ado, we've got the Phantom Metal outfit for Jeff. Here he is, rocking
Okay.
his medieval threads and a demonic phantom of the opera
Not sure
calypso
I'm
style mask.
a fan of the
Yeah,
mask,
his
but the rest
mask
of it
looks
looks cool.
really cool,
Same.
and I love the red.
Exact same.
Definitely
I'm
my
like, now
favorite.
why did we go this route with the
Moving on
Phantom of
for
the Opera?
Claudette.
Yeah,
Here
it's
we got
like
the
that was a
Downfall
decision.
outfit for Claudette, keeping in character of
Oh, that's a
Claudette.
Claudette outfit?
A book strapped to her belt.
I like it.
Okay, you guys can't see
Yeah.
my face right now, but I'm
It
losing
gives
my
you
mind
very
over this cosmetic.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
medium
That little touch of blue
spirit
on
banisher
the
kind of
belt.
Oh,
feel.
absolutely.
I fucks with
Moving
it.
forward,
That
we
looks
got
good.
Meg, and
You're gonna
she
see a
has
lot
the
of Claudette.
maneuvers outfit that has Richard looking
Uh,
regal and ready for battle at the same time.
She does look really regal. I really love like.
you know who she kind of reminds me of?
Yeah. It's
Commandant
it's
Steele
a
from
common theme
Borderlands
with the
1
rhythms
without
used
the
in this
tattoos.
collection that I really love.
You know, I was
But
going to go
we
a
also
much
got
worse way.
Nemesis,
I was thinking Leonardo DiCaprio from
and
Django.
we have the Bonfire of Terror outfit, turning them into the world's most terrifying
Oh.
medieval soldier. I love that weapon.
I could not imagine what someone in that time period would say if they saw Leonardo.
Sorry, it's like
Alright.
later, like my brain registered what I said later, and I was just like, damn, that actually is kind of even worse. I like the unknown skin. And this
Yeah, that unknown skin looks
is
good.
artist?
Flame burning on top of her head.
Looks like it.
That headpiece is just immaculate. Oh my gosh,
Right.
that's amazing. You guys knocked it out of the
Oh,
park.
how I
my
felt
God,
about
thank
that
you
one.
so much, Brandon, for joining us today. And I can't wait to have you back on
Yeah.
the couch soon.
They're going to make me an unknown player.
Again. So as a
Yuck.
reminder, remember that the Dominus collection comes out on October 8th. Before we get to
I'm
welcome Kirby
still
to
having
our
trouble getting my
upcoming
freaking
collection
unknown
segment,
adept.
let's go ahead
I'm
and
about
take
to
a
throw in the
look
towel
at
on it.
2021
And they just nerfed them too.
trailer.
I know.
Oh, hold on. Trailer action. Ah, yes. DVD deadpan stares.
No emotion.
Yup. Okay.
That's Fangalang.
Still uncomfortable.
What's with the big eyeball?
Oh, okay. Now that one's good.
That's what's up, nurse.
Maybe I'll finally learn to not be terrible with Nurse.
That was like I might make that a new main outfit for her. I don't like the Dracula skin.
It just it makes me not feel right. I don't really like it.
Lose the tentacles, lose the eye, and then it would be badass.
I think
But
sorry.
those two elements just make it unsettling and not in a good way.
It's also just how DVD has textured this entire game. So like what they're going for or what the source material looks like is so drastically far away that it doesn't translate to DVD modeling. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
nah.
Okay, I just saw that tome trailer. Oh my gosh, the Yui outfit, the new Mori. There's so okay. There's oh my gosh, my brain is scrambled. Let me try to get my.
Was that a Yui outfit? I thought it was
We
Fang.
have a new guest on the couch.
Canceled.
Today I am joined by our product manager
For real.
from the store team.
I wasn't really paying attention, to be
back on the
honest.
couch to give us some previews on the upcoming collections.
I look for any
and
excuse to say
everything that's going on
Fangalang
with
though.
Halloween and, ooh, I'm
I
just
know it's
like,
fun.
the vapors.
I know.
So thank you so much for joining me, Kirby.
Yeah, really glad to be back.
But Fungalung isn't
Alright,
as
so
fun to
it's always
say.
fun for seeing what what the store team is like pulled out, and I know you guys have gone all the way with Halloween, especially this year with some familiar collections coming back, as well as some new ones that we've got to introduce. So where do we start?
Well, our Hunted by Daylight event is right around the corner, so let's start with the Void Collection.
Okay.
Justin was up earlier in the show to give us a reminder of just how terrifying the Void actually is, and this collection that we started last year is really proof of that. Nobody escapes the Void Realm unscathed. This place has the ability to seep into a character's DNA and corrupt them and really leave behind a mark. So we've extended that effect into this collection and really imagined what it would be like to see them, like the long-term effects of that if they get trapped in the Void Realm.
Okay.
So this year we're doing 4 outfits for the Void Collection, and up first we have Kate. As you can see, we've pushed the collection style a bit further than last year.
Oh, I really like what you guys did with her hair and her top. That's really cool.
Yeah, and like here on Adam, we can see that
I don't like the
is
spiky
still heavily
bits, but
inspired by the base
Yeah,
look, but with some extra flavor
this
in addition
screams
from
more
the
winter
shapes
to
of
me.
the Void as colors.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
his hair and his facial hair. That's so
no.
nice.
And for Zarina, we've done some really cool patterning on her pants, as well as a Void interpretation of her classic leather jacket and scarf style.
That's
That's a
Serena?
really cool change.
Yeah,
on top. That is
that's
really
what they said.
And finally,
Nah.
since this is the first year where killers can use their powers in the Void, it was the perfect time to also add our first killer.
It does have a very
She looks
wintry
like
vibe to it, doesn't it? Like, I know they're trying to go for those crystals, but they look like ice.
Exactly.
Okay, that is a perfect spooky collection to kick things off. And for everyone out there, don't forget the Void Collection is a time-limited collection. It's only going to be available for the duration of the event, which is from October 17th to November 7th. So, other than that, what else can you tell us about these other collections tied to the event?
So also coming back this year is our Tricks and Treats collection, which is a huge hit with the fans. The vibe of this collection has always been very classic, very fun Halloween costumes, and this year is no different. We're doing 2 outfits, one for Sable and one for Michaela. This is one of the first times that we've had 2 survivors so closely connected before they entered the fog. It seems like the perfect opportunity for us to do a group outfit for them.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have the fiery spider outfit for Sable, which is very on brand for her.
Wow, look at her. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it?
And the
No.
fiery cat outfit for Michaela, which turns her into sort of Sable's loyal feline familiar.
Oh, yeah, I can see her with the cat ears
No.
and the little
What?
cat face
They,
paint. It's so
what
cute.
did they do? They did my girl wrong.
It's really great. And just like the Void Realm, Tricks and Treats.
Sable's familiar.
For the duration
You know what?
All right,
You know,
well, those are
I
some
can't
really
say
perfect
nothing because then you won't be able to use this
costumes.
video.
But Halloween and Dead by Daylight isn't all
The fuck are you gonna
It's
say?
scary. It's scary time of year. Especially when the entities
They
run,
messed with the
and
Kayla, man. No.
into Halloween with some gruesome outfits as well, which perfect.
I just made myself
segue
sound like a
to the
Survivor main.
collection. So how about you tell us more about that one?
Sure.
So this is our 6th year
That's
doing
the
that
route.
collection, and we've got some really great new outfits to help it grow. It typically features a bunch of killers and really knows how to make like their default very terrifying even scarier, which is probably why it's so popular.
Oh shit.
This year we're doing a handful of new outfits, including the Blighted Pig that has serum absolutely oozing out of her pores.
Oh my God, her face is so twisted up.
And another addition we've got is the Blighted Good Guy, and you can really see where the blight has sort of transformed him and added extra arms.
A
and legs
blighted
and
Chucky,
wrapped
huh?
his torso.
He looks terrifying.
Don't know how that
Oh my God.
works, but
We've also got the Tragic
looks
Hero
okay.
outfit for Nicolas Cage that sees him in a blight splattered ensemble and also rocking some really incredible sideburns.
He does have some incredible sideburns, but that hero pose, I love that as well.
It's all about the sideburns.
Finally, we have the Blighted Bounty Hunter for the Death Slinger.
Fuck yeah.
We've done a lot of licensed
All right.
in this collection in the past few years, so it was really cool to.
I personally am not a huge fan of the blighted skins, though.
Neither am I. That's why I'm actually excited for the Deathslinger one.
I love it. 10 out of 10.
That looks good.
I'm always
Like
amazed at how
the only other one I think that I
actually,
like is the Nemi one.
manages to look
Xenomorph
cool,
for me.
but also really gross. So
Which is
how-
ironically probably our favorite licenses.
Now to close things off, I hear you're getting some new additions for another collection.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. So the Alien collection is back with 2 new outfits.
Oh,
One
Okay.
is
go
a
on.
completely original creation we've done for the Xenomorph,
Uh-oh.
as well as a nostalgic look for Ellen Ripley. So to start,
One that
we have
actually
the
looks like her.
all-new Juggernaut Xenomorph. We
Juggernaut.
wanted to explore a
Excuse me?
never-before-seen Xenomorph design, so we challenged our artists to see what they could come up with, and we're super happy.
They turned him into a diesel, or turned her into a
I'm not
diesel
ready to be
engine.
like chased by that. No, thank you.
What the fuck am I
Yeah.
looking at?
And
She
for
looks like a
Ripley, we have
diesel engine.
Ripley
Look at the exhaust coming out of the
that was
back.
heavily inspired by the
And-
iconic spacesuit from the original Alien film.
But
And
the,
we're really hoping that fans of the franchise will get a kick out of it.
but it doesn't look like the spacesuit.
An amazing cosmetic.
It's not ringing any
Oh, wow.
bells.
So
Yeah.
this
But
is
you
so much.
didn't make
Thank
the
you so
spacesuit.
much, Kirby, for that
You
download.
could have just made the
And thank you
spacesuit.
for taking the time to show us all
You
of
could have
the
just made a
different
spacesuit.
I
Why
think
does
that's
she have
really
pauldrons
awesome.
and a chest plate?
Absolutely. And these are the only ones that we had time to show.
Why does it look like she was dipped in white paint?
That too. What?
Like blindingly white paint, just bloop, and you go.
And why did Xenomorph become a mix of machine
Oh,
and?
I'm really looking forward to those.
I'm
Thank
so
you much,
confused.
Kirby, for
I'm
walking
so
It's like they
very-
confused
Once again,
they
it's
confused
hard to
Xenomorph with
see
Singularity.
these,
Yeah,
amazing looks that we look
It
at
harmed the
today.
crew.
Check it out on the latest collections page at deadbydaylight.com and go check it out after the stream is over.
Very
because you're
confused
still
on
trying
that.
to get Twitch drops. Remember, be committed. And a quick reminder, as always,
Yeah,
that
those
every one of the past
that I'm totally getting.
limited events or collections are back in the store between the duration of the event. So that's from October 17th to November 7th. So if you miss getting your hands on any of the tricks or treats or anything
I
like
still
that,
think it should just run the entirety of October, but who am I?
But that is all that we've got for
Right,
our
I mean,
show
that is
today.
Halloween month.
Details on Return of 2v8 is coming up next, so don't go anywhere.
Yes. Now, I do know they're adding killers. I just don't know which ones.
Okay.
And that's as far as I know about the 2v8. Which, of course, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because I love the last one, man.
The smoke again.
Another fourth wall break?
I was about to say, we really wanted to run that one back, huh?
You get to do those, and you just get to feast.
Yeah, I'm eating.
And just because you didn't see your favorite character in there, doesn't
What are
mean
they
not good
doing?
stuff, right? Because like this, we can't fit everything into the show.
Oh,
Just
goodness.
Oh,
ahead
okay.
coming in an upcoming collection.
You know what's funny? When they first were thinking about how they could start connecting to the community again so many years ago, I was like, yeah, they need to do dev streams. Like, take a look out of what Warframe does. And then they start doing these, and now I'm like, you know what?
Maybe you're better off not.
Maybe they'll get there one day on having the same flow. Warframe dev streams are a bottle in the lightning in a bottle. Excuse me.
Ordering from the shop has not been the easiest experience for you. Shipping costs and import fees can make it really tough out there to get anything overseas. So it is with a great thrill that we get to announce that we've just opened a European Dead by Daylight store.
Oh, okay, that's what they're talking
They
about.
didn't have one before?
Without having to get
Right?
any of those extra fees, and the link is in the
Europe is one of their more competitive
Exactly, that's
teams
where
or servers.
most of the comp players are.
That and I think Asia.
Oh, true.
Parity, so identical with each other in the long run, but you will note that there are some things that you won't be able to find on that store just because they were short runs that were never meant to come back or last forever. So if you missed out, you missed out, but that's more incentive. Just pay attention as we add new stuff to the store because sometimes we do those short runs.
But as a company
So, I mean, all
that
this-
wants money, why?
all this talk has made me so thirsty. You know, I think this is the best time for us to announce that we have been working
Please,
Oh.
no.
on a new edition of Dead by Daylight Coffee.
Not the coffee.
We've partnered with
Oh, it's
Coffee Maker
coffee.
Arenas to have this
Yeah.
That's a little bit
event on
better
Halloween.
than I thought this was going to be a
That
gamer
was-
subs kind of thing.
No, it was still a very bad segue.
Yeah, I don't think I go to coffee when I'm thirsty.
Blood
Yeah.
orange. Okay, so the
I told my wife that I do want to get that, but as a collector thing.
Blood.
And she said that's okay because she doesn't want to drink the orange mocha because it doesn't sound
Blood
good.
orange mocha coffee?
Yeah, blood orange mocha. Yeah.
Just head over to the link that's in the chat and make your order.
Orange mocha.
And I think we've done our sales for the day. There it is.
Yeah, I agree with your wife. I can't wrap my head around blood orange mocha.
I think that was her
Coffee?
exact words. She can't wrap her head around that flavor. It makes no sense.
Because I'm not
We'll learn about 2v8.
I'm not there on it. Blood orange mocha. Okay, I see Slinger and Spirit.
Yep, Slinger Spirit.
Now I'm down for some Slinger.
I don't. Spirit seems like it would be a pain in the ass to play her.
Oh, 100%.
All the scratch marks everywhere.
100%. But
And with her being a 110, you can't even really like just M1 either.
also true. But Slinger.
Slinger, yeah.
Slinger
I
has
love
been
the
one of my
idea.
favorites that I return to every now and again. That always, not to tie things to numbers too much, but when I put out a Slinger video, those are usually the ones that are just like, hey, Slinger upload. I'm like, hey, yeah, it is.
Triple down on it.
Great to have you here.
With all the
Slinger
Slinger
was
mains
actually my
retiring,
second
maybe
main.
I'll go back to Slinger. Really?
Yeah, he was my second main. I only have two killers that have the red portrait, and it's Slinger and Nemi because I had both of those at max prestige before they changed the prestige system.
I think I only have Trapper because I didn't feel like prestiging anybody.
It was a pain in the ass to do it back then.
Yep.
Especially one click at a time.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you can fuck yourself. I'll take it on Trapper.
Now I love the addition of Slinger, but I'm trying to see how feasible he's going to be in it because he's good on a 1v1, but his map pressure and mobility and macro is horrible.
Tell me how the team reacted to the players.
Yeah.
Yeah, so first, I mean, it was a great reception from the community. Our team was super happy.
But if I can make Trapper work, my Slinger's better.
You remember the video I put out that we were the M1 dominators.
Exactly.
I'm still playing Bing Bong because of 2v8. I have like a newfound love for the Wraith because of that.
With that in mind, we've made a few changes for V2 real quick. We also did a few things we knew we wanted to do in advance.
Slinger Huntress is going to be nasty.
We're getting it back out in players' hands pretty quickly, as you can
For
imagine.
real.
I think some people speculated 6 months would be the next run. We're doing it basically in 3.
Yep.
And it's largely because
Covered quarter?
we didn't want players
Okay.
to wait
Yeah.
6 months to play it again, of course, and we didn't really want to wait 6 months to get more feedback.
Yeah, 6 months is kind of the standard DBD turnaround time. So getting it in within this window is actually a big win for us and for players. So psyched that it could come back. So you mentioned that you already had stuff that.
Now, can you launch it without crashing the servers like that one thing y'all did recently?
Or that they always do.
Of course.
Yeah, and they give out 1 million blood points for it. 'Cause
Right.
We had 5 killers in the
They
first
screwed it up
iteration.
bad.
More killers, of course, probably add more maps. So that was something we knew we wanted to lock in real quick. I'm happy to announce today that we are adding 3 new killers for this next iteration.
3?
It'll be the Death Slinger.
Mhm.
Here he is.
Blight.
Blight.
Oh, people are going to be so upset.
Blight Nurse.
And the Spirit, of course.
Ta-da! Awesome. And with those new killers, can
Blight
we also expect some new
Nurse.
maps?
Yes, so
Blight
new maps.
Nurse.
Of course, Dead Dog Saloon's going to make its first appearance in 2v8. Yamoka's
Oh,
as
nice.
well.
Dead Dog with 2v8 is going to be so terrible.
Ooh. For the survivors.
The last thing for sure that we always knew we were
That
going
is a small
Yeah,
map.
that's a small map.
It's a small map, and with 2 killers, main is nowhere near as safe as it normally would be.
That too.
Uh-huh. All right. So
Like you can't just run main all the time on a 2v8. That'll get you killed.
Exactly. Oh, sorry.
So what did we get
That's
from
all
player
good.
feedback that we're working on in this new version?
Yeah, so the first big one was people really wanted to play killer in this first iteration. And it makes
You
sense.
don't say.
No shit, Sherlock.
People like playing one part of the game, yeah.
Of course. I think the extent to which that was true was far greater than we anticipated.
Really?
Some players were waiting 8, 9, 10 minutes just for a match in 2v8 as killer. Shows how awesome the experience was, but at the same time, it's not something we want players to have to.
Not a great experience.
Of course.
It's not a great experience, but
Big ways to tackle that.
I personally didn't have that much of an issue with it, especially when I was duoing with somebody.
One of the areas of focus for V2.
That's true.
Another thing we noticed as the event wore on, especially near the end, this idea of slugging to win became prominent. We knew that's something we want to address in V2, and we have what we believe is a pretty good solution for that. And then last but not least, this snowballing. I mean, 1v4 can snowball a little bit, but on 2v8 it was sort of exasperated. So it could really snowball to the point where it wasn't really fun at times. And we have a solution,
Play better.
A small solution that'll help. Simple,
The simple solution to everybody's struggles: get good.
I know. Stop relying on the devs to fix every problem.
That is very true.
You won't really feel it at all. But as soon as it starts to snowball one way or the other, you'll start to feel that system kick.
Okay. Cool. So you mentioned that our take to addressing the queue issue is make survivors.
Now, how's the system determine when the snowball is too much?
What is new for the survivors in this?
What is the threshold?
Yeah, so one of the things we want to give them more to do. And so in this next iteration, we have two sort of
I'm sorry, that just it makes no sense to me. You have games where you get your ass dominated, and you have games where you do the dominating. And then there are games that are in between where it's a give and take. It's a constant push and pull, and it's a close match.
Man, I don't know if we're talking about games anymore there, Neo.
We're just doubling down on that mechanic now.
You get what I'm saying. It makes
yeah, I get you.
They're trying to counter snowballing. I'm like, that's a whole strat.
And that's also the point of the game.
Right? You building pressure is what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
All right, so remember when I was delusional and I was like, man, are these pallets just coming back?
I've had this thought, but I had it as an idea for a perk where you can repair pallet.
Oh, I don't want to see that come to the main game.
No.
That's awesome. In the pickup.
But now I know they're actually doing this as a test, and it's going to come to the main game.
Slugging, if your active ability is charged, or once it's charged and you're in the dying state, you can use your active ability to pick yourself off the ground.
Slugging in 2v8 being fixed is goofy as hell.
I never really saw an issue with the slugging personally. I know that's anecdotal, but
if there's 6 other people in the fucking server that can't pick you up when there's only 2 people trying to put y'all down, I don't think that's on the killer.
No.
Exactly.
Sorry, 7 other people in the server.
The thing we heard a lot in the first iteration was there's no flashlight saves, there's no pallet saves. So killers will have to pick up a survivor again before they can send him to the cage. Reintroduces that gameplay. There's more interactions with the killers again, which is what we really want.
Yeah.
Why?
Here's the video. They're waiting for us to say the flashlight.
Oh no.
There's a ton more for the survivors to do.
So you're telling me max of 4, right? Because that's tied to a class, or did I miss that they were giving items?
Well, they gave items in the last one, I think. They threw in a crap ton of chests. There's something like 20 chests or something. I'm not even sure if I'm exaggerating. There was a lot of chests they added to each map.
Which sort of augment whatever your preferred playstyle is as killer. And it really allows you to sort of customize whichever character you want to the playstyle you have. It is important to note, I think, for everybody that in each match, you can only have one of each class. So 2 killers cannot use the same class.
Okay.
But I think as far as the classes are, you know a little bit about them, right?
Yeah, so each killer is going to choose a class, like you just said. So the classes are Shadow, which encourages sneaking up on survivors, blocking escapes, working in tandem with the other killer to create the element
Bing
of
bong.
surprise. Then there's Brute. People a draw to play survivors.
Okay, internet.
Such a lopsided killer queue. So, speaking of killers, you mentioned earlier that we're adding classes, so let's get into that.
Yeah, so it's another one of the main updates in V2. In the first iteration, all of killers had their own sort of individual abilities, and those are sticking around. But in addition to those, killers will now be able to choose one of 4 classes, which sort of augment whatever your preferred playstyle is as killer, and it really allows you to sort of customize whichever character you want to the playstyle you have. it is important to note, I think, for everybody that in each match, you can only have one of each class. So 2 killers cannot use the same class.
Okay.
But I think as far as the classes are, you know a little bit about them, right?
Yeah, so each killer is going to choose a class, like you just said. So the classes are Shadow, which encourages sneaking up on survivors, blocking escapes, working in tandem with the other killer to create the element of surprise. Then there's Brute, all about being relentless, unstoppable force during chases. And there's the Enforcer class, that's perfect for preying on the weak and finishing the job on the injured survivors. And then
that's a slinger category.
Focused on movement throughout the map and staying unseen to aid your killer partner in the hunt.
Of course. And so we knew we wanted to add these classes. I think they're also going to help us make 2v8.
I missed what the last one was, but that was because my big mouth was running.
No, you're good. The last one they said is a different flavor of stealth, but to help aid your killer partner in the hunt.
Okay. As they always do, and trying out the new killers as well in the mode will introduce a ton of dynamics. So, thank you, Justin, to you and the team, of course. If the team's watching back at the studio, hello, thank you for your work on 2v8. I know the community is psyched about it.
It's going to be almost impossible to try to protect yourself against a flashlight save against seven
motherfuckers in the server. Yeah.
It's like literally no matter what direction you, if they're all on, I mean, that's very situational, of course, but still, you get what I'm saying.
Live Q&A. Is there anything in here that might be worth it now? Maybe.
If you want to sit through it, I can sit through it. I'm fine with skipping.
Yeah, I want to see the first few to see if there's anything worth it, or is it gonna be like, why do you guys hate Sable? I'm a survivor main with 5,000 hours, and Sable's dress has this one physique that isn't like any other person.
Oh, man.
I'm a blight main, and the way that I can't reverse boogie tech anymore is so annoying. Y'all take away everything that's fun.
I want my hug tech back.
Where my hug tech? No!
Where my hug tech at?
Where my hug tech?
We're almost done with the show. Before we go, we want to do our live Q&A session. So that's what we're here for.
You know they did that real quick with Dracula's wolf form. Like you could hug tech with it, and like a week later they removed it.
I'm sorry. I'm not recovering from where my hug tech
is. So as you may know, we've made some updates and tweaks to the system recently. Listening to your feedback and adjusting things to deliver the best version of the feature.
I hate it, but I love it at the same fucking time.
After seeing the results of the changes made to the
oh my gosh.
Mori offerings in our PTB.
Oh my god.
The feedback and are reverting these changes. The Ivory and Ebony Mori offerings will now once again allow the killer to kill a survivor who has been hooked twice. We've also made the call to retire the Cypress Memento Mori offering and will be compensating with 1 million blood points, which can be claimed between October 8th and October 17th.
All right.
What, for every Mori that you have?
Well, they're keeping the
yeah, for every Cypress Mori that you have, do I get 1 million? Or what the fuck?
That'd be nice, because then I'd have blood points like crazy.
All right, I might actually T3 some motherfuckers.
Might actually P100 a killer.
Once they've exited,
killer main with a P100 survivor. Go figure.
Sneaky little guy. Question 3: why isn't 2v8 permanent? We hear this one a lot.
Well, right now we're working on iterations for 2v8. As you saw with the first one, it's completely different than the one we talked about today. We're adding more killers, more maps, killer classes, etc. And as you saw with V1, there are often times when changes need to be made for killer powers, so we have to address each character individually. And there's a lot of characters in our game, as you know. We also have to consider things like queue times, how the mode impacts the live game, which is always going to be our main priority.
That's right. The queue is definitely important. It affected the one.
Actually, now that I think about it,
absolutely.
So,
Bing Bong would be better as a brute or an enforcer.
The Freddy rework.
He's got built-in stealth.
We are
Yeah.
still looking at introducing an update to Freddy.
Oh, there
I don't-
genuinely is a Freddy rework.
This is still work in progress, so
Yeah, I remember hearing something about Freddy getting
this rework.
touched. Like they're gonna really do something about him.
For when it becomes available.
Yes.
They need to do something with Myers
Question
too.
5. Wait, I
Yeah.
was late. When's the Haunted by Daylight event?
It starts October 17th and lasts until November 7th.
All right. Question 6. We've got a board game question. If you have the basic edition, can you still use the malicious expansion?
Yes, you can. All expansions work with the basic edition. The malicious expansion is an all-new material, but the other three, Unbroken, the Gatekeeper, and the Upgrade Kit, feature material that's included in the collector's edition. So it might not be beneficial for those owners to also obtain these expansion packs.
Okay, got it. How do you choose the names for the tome? They're always so intense. Like Dominus. Yeah.
Telling you.
A few members of the team get together and brainstorm how to best brand our releases.
They
We're
choreographed that
surprised,
one.
that you're enjoying the names. I can actually
True.
say I've actually got to be in a brainstorming session. It was very fun.
We call them name storms.
Yeah, name storm.
Fun.
Name storms, a thing that
Name
you don't
storms.
ever
So
need to
the
say
last
again.
question, are the Void collections
That's what happens when you find out your wife is
available
pregnant.
for Eerie Shards or
Name
are
storm?
limited or
You
accessible?
get a name storm,
Fair.
Be available in
among many other things.
Eerie Shards, and those will be for Oric sales only.
All right. Well, that's it for the live Q&A. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
Got that all up here. You were not reading at all.
Not reading
Not
at
reading at
all.
all.
I memorized all my lines.
So that is
Please tell me
Hey.
that rizzed up dork was not a line that needed to
Tell me
be
that was
memorized.
ad-libbed. That had to have been ad-libbed.
Right.
I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Goodness.
So it's a huge few months ahead for DBD. So Tome 21.
Sounds like it. If it was, it sounds like it was written by someone who's like 45 who watches too much like
Hello, fellow kids.
Yeah.
To November 7th.
whatever the kids watch these days.
DVD Day in there on the 18th.
Oh, goodness.
And then 2v8 is making its return November 12th to the 26th. So
November 12th.
plenty
Okay.
to do in the days and weeks ahead.
Oh yeah. we've got
Oh, it's gonna be
bunch
a
of
it's
dates
gonna be a
in
minute
mind,
before it's
so,
back.
Keep on our
Yeah.
socials. We also hope that you've earned your first Twitch drop from watching today's 1-hour show. So keep watching the streams on Twitch with the Dead by Daylight Twitch directory so you can keep accruing that watch time to help you to get all of the amazing drops we had. Remember, you have until October 15th to claim all of the latest drops, and you have until October 13th to tell me happy birthday.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, dork.
Happy
Thanks
birthday.
For watching, and as always, head over to deadbydaylight.com for more information. We'll be rating out to the King on Twitch, so please do be kind and courteous in their.
All right, so I
Yeah.
take it that's the rest of that.
That'd be the end.
Any final thoughts and takeaways?
I didn't see, and again, I know this is anecdotal and this is on 2v8. I didn't see that much in the way of slugging, and I played both sides fairly heavily
Yeah.
during that time frame. Was there slugging? Yes, but that's Dead by Daylight. But it's not. I wouldn't have called it a problem.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to make slugging a problem when there's 8 people running around versus 2. I'm trying to
Yeah.
wrap my head around why there needs to be more ways to stop slugging and saving and start
And the
saving.
this whole anti-snowball mechanic, like,
Yeah,
I know I kind of ranted about that earlier, but what is with that? It just seems so counterproductive, like counterintuitive to
Chat.
the core of the game. You know what I mean?
yeah. Sorry, I'm just moving the screen to
Hey, you move what you need to move.
to that. Yeah. I think it's interesting that the live Q&A gave more information about the damn Haunted by Daylight mechanic than I think was supposed to be told, because it's just like, so why am I in there? Like, what happens? It's just like, no, you're still broken if you get injured in there, and it's just like, okay, I guess. They want it to be a core feature. of the
Yeah.
gameplay, but I think that's always been the saving grace of some of these events. That when it's going wrong, you can still just ignore the shit. You know what I mean? Like if I
Yeah.
want to record a video during that's always been my biggest gripe with these events where um when I was doing build videos regularly, I still had the option to just ignore whatever the fuck it was. Like when there was the Twisted Masquerade, I could just not use the auto break palette thing or the block a wall situation
Yeah.
or expose. That way I could show off the build. But now if you want to make those things a focused um, gameplay aspect when these things are around, you also hurt your community while you're trying to help because there's only so many Haunted by Daylight videos, Twisted Masquerade videos, yada yada yada,
Yeah.
a content creator can make while keeping their channel alive, while streaming it every day before it gets too played out. And it's not like where you have your base game where it's just like, well, you can play the base game over and over. Why can't you do it now in this one? It's because
Yeah.
viewers get more tired of seeing the limited run thing quicker than the thing that'll be there when somebody picks up the game in 2 weeks from now when the paycheck hits. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's why I've always hated the duration of these things, but I've always given them the saving grace of I can at least ignore it.
So
Yeah.
would you say then that they should probably make it like a modifier, for example, like Chaos Shuffle, where you can choose to play the vanilla game or you can play Haunted by Daylight?
That's if they're gonna move forward towards making it that you pretty much have to involve yourself with it, yeah, 100%.
Just
And
make it like a
actually,
modifier.
moving forward, I think all of these events should just be straight up modifiers, if I'm being honest. Because after a certain point, I really don't give a fuck about about the damn
Yeah,
event.
you get the tome done, you get all the goodies from it, and then it's like, okay, it's a thing now. And I
Exactly.
got another week and a half, 2 weeks of this before it's gone. Depending
Exactly.
on how much I grinded.
Now I know that they still are struggling with like queues and things like that, and server space, I guess. But yeah, that's probably my thing because unfortunately, what happens with all of these events is you see that first for the first 4 days. I'll extend it past the weekend because people have to remember that it came out, right? I won't
Yeah.
say as far as a week because it never lasts that long. But you have the people that's been playing DBD semi consistently every day that then go, "Oh, the event." So they try out the event the first day. Then you have the people that have DBD on the shelf in the Steam library that are like, "Oh, huh, I guess an event is around. I'll check out the event." And for some people that just started playing DBD this year because of whatever licenses came around this year, that's when they come back and they go, yeah, I'll pick up DVD again for the event. I heard that it's kind of fun. But for people like me and you that have been playing the game for a couple of years now,
Yeah.
if they run back events that they've done in the past, I don't really go, oh man, I can't wait for Haunted by Daylight to come back. I can't wait for Twisted Masquerade to come back. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see those snowmans because it's the same event every year, but with a few different cosmetics. No matter how
Yeah.
many minor tweaks you do, it's not going to be all of a sudden like, oh yeah, Haunted by Daylight's back. But oh my gosh, did you hear they added pallets into the damn void, bro? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the pallets to come back.
I will say that was kind of needed. There was a god window in there.
Yeah, but
other
sorry,
than that, it was a death trap for survivors in the void.
exactly. So, and to that point, it's just like they had that space. If anything, I would like them to first make the void bigger, right? Because to then that extent, I would if you can make me feel like I'm genuinely playing 2 maps every game, then I'll be more interested. But to my like earlier thing that I was saying, when you just make it so that it's always there, you've just made another basement, right? Like
Yeah.
I now have another oh my gosh, I gotta go down there to get whoever's probably hiding down there or doing whatever I don't need them to do, get them, put them on a hook, leave. It's going to take me time to get into the basement, into the void that I really don't want to be out of chase, but I can't leave them there. Mind you, there's no generator down there, but at the same time, if I just leave them unattended, there's no telling what could be happening down there. Or,
They're up to
especially,
all kinds of mischief.
exactly, or into the other one, if they're just using it as quick transportation, now I'm just fucked. Where it's just like, all right, I finally had this person that I was about to get down, or I'm doing hit and run play style. Somebody uses it, gets into a portal, they're just gone at a chase. So now, like, if I give up on that chase, I've wasted my time hitting them. So I have to go get them. But now there's this god window that's annoying. Now there's this pallet that's annoying. Yeah, true, they can't get healed up because they're broken. But now, I mean, now I have access to my power, so the god window shouldn't be as much of a problem. But now on the other end of balance, they no longer have too much of a god window because I have my power and they have
Yeah.
pallets, but I'm still running around in about 5 feet of space. So it's just like, if I wanted to see anything when Haunted by the Daylight get expanded, I would like them to see shit. Talking about Castlevania, I want to see floors of this shit. I want one floor where it's just like, all right, this is the first zone of the realm, and then you go, all right, we're collecting the spirit dust shit, whatever the fuck, the soul powder, booger
Crystal
sugar, whatever the
thing.
fuck.
Booger sugar.
I want to see. Oh, we collected enough in this game in this match before the gens got powered, or whatever, and then unlock another floor. Like, that's how I would like to see the engine get pushed now that we're on Unreal Engine 5 now, or is it 4?
I believe so.
It's 5, right?
That was 5. I thought it was 5.
I hope we're on 5, but never telling with behavior. So
Right.
I would like to see them push the engine further in that way versus just, oh my gosh, we are doing the exact same thing we did last year that I cared so much about that last year, like
Oh, I don't know though. Do you really want behavior pushing the limits of the engine though? Because I don't know. They haven't had the best track record. I mean, we already
and
know they got like spaghetti code.
and that's exactly the fuck why. They're already breaking their bullshit with the most minimum requirements. They better at least justify why everything keeps breaking. If you're
And
telling
it's
me that
not
the
like
game
little
breaks regularly,
things.
exactly.
I mean, you get. You remember the invisible wall, Eerie of Crows?
Yes.
That survivors could get by, but killers couldn't.
Or the part of the map on fucking the new installation of what's the map? Who did this come with? With the portals with Vecna, the new map where
Oh,
it just
Forgotten Ruins.
yeah, where it just stop existing and you just fall off the map, and you just people just ran away from you and chase because they were like, haha, if you fall off the map with me, there's no telling where both of us are going to teleport to, like things like
that
that.
happened recently on Azerov's.
Right. So
I
if the
remember
game's going to break this
yeah.
regularly, there better be a good fucking justification than just playing DVD on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like, at this point,
Well, the problem is you're playing DVD on a Tuesday. That's when they do their server maintenance, so you get kicked out of the game for a few minutes.
fair enough. But
but at the core of it though, it's still the issues. It's the issues, man. Every time they drop an update, there's something fundamentally broken.
Yep. And
And
I'm waiting for them to have a justifiable reason for some of this shit breaking. Like
I'm just waiting
the
to see what
Resident
ball
Evil.
drops.
Yeah, exactly. The first Resident Evil fucking DLC drop with Nemi, and console just couldn't play the game for like a month. And you're telling me that Nemesis' power was a whip and breaking pallets with the whip, and the game broke because of that? Please, come on now, behavior. If I'm going to be like, oh, the game got locked out, I want to be like, oh, that's understandable. They added an entire another floor to the map. I want things like that, not just, oh, did you know if you turn your character too fast, you might freeze? Like, what? Like shit like that is what we deal with behavior. But that's my soapbox on that.
Or the big one, the trickster glitch.
Right. You're telling me
That
I'm
was a bad
possibly
one.
getting a seizure over just loading up Trickster randomly today? So
And
I
you
gotta
notice
feel
how
bad
ever
without me
since
knowing about it because I'm not on social media or something?
and you noticed how ever since there's an epilepsy warning when you load into the game.
Well, as there always should have been on this damn game.
Yeah, but it took an actual situation that can cause an epileptic seizure for them to finally put up a warning.
Right.
Most games have those, base kit.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to keep shitting on behavior because I mean they are doing good things.
Oh, I'll
They are
do it for
doing good
free.
things.
Sorry.
I mean, it's like I said before. I got a love-hate relationship with the game. I've met a lot of cool people through the game. I've had a lot of fun with the game, but at the same time, there's a lot of frustrating aspects of it, from how the community handles itself to how behaviors handled some of the situations that have popped up.
Yeah.
Some of the situations that have popped up that should never have popped up to begin with.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my soapbox.
No, that's fair. I've found that I'm also becoming the jaded DBD veteran where it's just like
Mm-hmm.
I would love to praise this, but this should have been sooner. I would love to commend the community for finally doing something, but then I see the awful things that they say to each other every other day. So it's just like,
Oh,
but that's a
what was
conversation
it?
for another video.
Yeah, there
Uh,
was one thing. What was it about where they did like a Q&A or an AMA, and somebody asked about something. They said, "Oh yeah, that's something we're looking at. Keep an eye out for that in the coming years."
yeah. It was. I know what you're talking about, but I can't think about it right now.
Yeah, it was something that seems so basic, but
Oh, I
I
think it was
can't remember.
seeing other survivors' loadouts. No.
Yes, that's what. And from my understanding, you actually have that in the mobile version.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
So
other
how?
thing. It was something that people got on the mobile version. So if it wasn't that, it was something that people already have access to or something goofy.
Yeah,
So,
and yeah. Oh well.
but yeah. I guess that wraps up for us on this Haunted by
Mm-hmm.
Daylight. I shouldn't say Haunted by Daylight because if we do this again, it probably won't be Haunted by Daylight, hopefully. But this
This
DBD
discussion.
live stream reaction cove VOD stream. Maybe
Two
next time we'll
guys.
copy it live, I guess. Maybe. We'll see.
It's
Depending
just
on
two
what our
guys
schedule
shooting
is
the
like.
shit. Is really what it is.
Yeah. But
That's what we should call the segment. Shooting the shit.
shooting the shit. YouTube won't let me put that as a title for real, but we'll see. Uh, uh, Eddie, Neil, where can people find you with this going up?
I mean, they can find me on YouTube, the True Neoteric. And I got a Twitch, but I haven't streamed since April. Just the True Neoteric, and then I got TikTok, True Neoteric as well. Bunch of clips on there as well.
Cool. And for me, I also haven't streamed in who knows how long. But if you're seeing this, that it's probably on where I'm probably where you're seeing this. Uh, ah,
It's that one place.
yeah, yep. And that's all for me. So see you all later.
Yep. See ya. Y'all have a good one.
Cool, cool.